the show. The podcast that is writing history now. On the top of the charts and everyone talks about. I know that the players might not be the same, but sarcastic humor is still the name of the game. You know who they are and who I'm talking about. You know what I mean, so you better shout out now. Nobody likes onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. They started at 2 and now they're more than 5. They got bigger and better and coming at you live, bashing everybody just to get in the mood. Still talking about TV and food, and if a good old name calling is what you need, tune in for the bad podcast of the week. At Nobody Likes Onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. You heard it. Just by the name the girls get busy. This ain't entirely true though. Live it, Patrick.
I just lost the game. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Thursday night. I'm so glad you made a choice to turn off your Netflix and your Hulus. Just watch some good old-fashioned. You know when you used to like your dad used to hide the cable box in the basement. I don't have a metaphor for it. You know when your dad used to tell you to go outside so you could get some of your mom's sweet. Listen, everybody. Before we even get into it, I want you to know, and this is serious, because you know it seems like, and this is news to me and shocking to me. It seems like I'm making some enemies with this program, and I want you to know. I am armed to the teeth. And after I get done chewing on you, I will pull out my guns. But this is real. I just figured it out. I just got it all working. I swear to God, now if you approach my house, this is how nuts I am. And this goes to the FBI too, and the SEC, and CNN. If you approach my house from any angle, it'll pop up on any TV set in my house. It'll pop up on my phone. Just a shot of you. And then my gun turrets will launch from the roof. My bee drones will be released. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm an insane guy. Who rambles a lot. Somebody in the chat room said, do we have to wear pants to watch this episode? I would look. It's late at night. It's 10:30. 10:41 over here Pacific time. Year of our Lord, April 20. What's today? God damn it, December 2nd, 2021. Year of our Lord, and I would be remiss to tell you what to do in your own household. I'm a guy who doesn't like to tell people what to do with their lower halves. I'd recommend have a blanket nearby. You go pantsless, you might get a little chilly. It's that time of year. Where the leaves have turned and the spirits have settled. What is happening? What did you just say to me? That's rude stuff. How were your Thanksgiving briquettes, Patrick? It was brisket. It was brisket. Don't be rude. This is rude stuff. My brisket came out great. The brown butter, the brown sugar butter in the paper wrap were great. But I did it. I smoked it overnight. I probably had 18 hours total with resting time and everything. Man, it was good. I'm still eating it. Still eating my way through it. Probably got a good chunk left. of the point. Oh, good to see Mrs. Alex Ansel in the chat. He's not been feeling well. This episode is dedicated to Alex Ansel. Give it up for him, everybody. Feel good for him. Go watch his stream. Are you doing streams while you're bedridden, Alex? That's what I would do. I would just go full 1,000-pound sisters with it and never turn YouTube off. I'd be like, look, I'm getting there, to tell you the truth. I'm at a fork in the road where it's like, look, I'm not mystified by putting on weight for the past month and a half. I know exactly why I've been doing it. I've been eating anything I goddamn wanted. But it's got to stop, you know. Clothes have to fit. You have to be able to look at yourself when you wake up in the morning and just go, Jesus Christ, get it together, have a little. I want to travel soon. I got some plans. And you want to fit into airplanes and do stuff. And, I don't have all the tricks of the trade. I'm not Big J Hollingsworth. I won't kick a crippled man out of first class because I tell them, my dick doesn't fit or it rubs up against the seat in front of me or something. Wait till he tells this story. I don't want to tell the story. I've thought about telling it on this show like 6 times, but he has to tell the story. It's fucking insane. Housebound Twitch streams. Do I have to wear my pants to wear this episode? Rip Kool-Aid. Why Rip Kool-Aid? Are you feeling better, buddy? He said I checked in on him yesterday. He said he was feeling better. But yeah, housebound Twitch streams. I think you do some housebound Twitch streams. People donate. I don't know. I'll come donate. You donate cans of soup. Call it, you say they're $5. Cans of soup. Because you're always doing these things where you're doing people are making you eat like snort ghost peppers up a crazy straw for $20. You do some really crazy shit over there. And I think you should probably make it into like, hey guys, I'll eat any kind of soup. You buy me a soup. People are just hustling. They're sending you $5. Get a gazpacho. They're sending you $5. Try a bisque. They're sending you $5. Go chowder next time. Just over and over and over. You can get like a beef. You can get like a beef stew. You did a show today. I didn't get a goddamn alert. This is why I'm never in your. I don't get alerts anymore. Did I get kicked out of something? I mean, come on. What's this? I don't even know what this one means. Patrick, can you wear the Denny shirt I sent on stream sometime? I don't know what any of that means. I didn't get a Denny shirt, but I also haven't checked that P.O. box since I got back from being gone for a month. I've been busy. So I haven't been. Did you send a package to P.O. box? It probably got, depending on when you sent it, probably got sent back. For which I apologize. I can't pay elves to go check my P.O. box while I'm gone. And I can't have Alex Hansel do it because he'll just steal it. He'll just steal anything. Soup, food you can drink. Yeah, sure. It's in the P.O. box still there. Okay, I'll check. I'll make a real attempt to go this weekend. I got that P.O. box a while ago, and then I moved. So it's, not convenient, as they say. How's the ankle? The ankle is fine. The wrist may be perma-fucked. I'm going to be honest with you. The ankle cleared up pretty much on the road. I was almost 100% back on the ankle. The wrist, I'm really worried about. It's not great. Look, it has good days and bad days. There's good activities and bad activities. But it's not good. I tried to get down under the sink to repair something, and it was excruciating pain. And also, if I can be open with you guys a little bit about something, because I don't know how to talk to this about anybody, and I try to explain this to Kathleen, and she just takes her pillow and goes to the other room. But I don't even know how to. This is gonna be weird. I shouldn't do this. Never mind. I know you guys don't want to hear this stuff. It's we can talk about the Bang Bang shooting, another school shooting. This stuff is happening so much. It's more of I would say it's more of a reason to not have children. And look, I'm 42. I'm getting to the age where I sit out on my front porch. I play my banjo. I think about it. I think about having kids. I think about like in 10 years, they could rub my feet and go out and earn their keep. Can't get it up. No. It's nothing like that. See, now you guys are going to just speculate. No. Well, no. It's not that. It's not related to anyone else exactly. It's not sexual, but it does involve the bed and sleep. So, yeah, I don't know how to talk. The truth is, I actually don't know how to talk about it. I experienced, I don't know, and I don't know if it's over. I'm gonna sound fucking insane. I shouldn't do, look, I want this to bear December 2nd, Thursday, 2021 at 10:50 at 10:50. Oh God. People are saying the volume is low on YouTube. Is that true? You tell me. Somebody else tell me if the volume's low. I don't see it that way. And frankly, I disagree. Okay, so listen. Oh God, it's nothing. It's none of the things that you guys think it is. It's not that bad. It's not crazy. Fucking hell. Agree. Volume is low. Volume is fine for me. Seems like y'all. What are y'all listening on to? The cheapest Cricket / Boost mobile phones? The whole plastic case rattles when there's any kind of bass. You turn it in every 6 years and get an old phone. You thought I was going to say new, but I flipped it. And the key to comedy, shattering expectations, that and the rule of threes, that and puns, that and dad stuff. Volume-wise, there's too much Patrick on screen. Okay, so listen, it's none of that stuff, guys. Grow up. I didn't pee the bed. I did not shit the bed. You've been shitting the bed, haven't you? No. Okay. Okay, so listen. I don't and I don't I'm not trying to stall this out. I don't know how to tell you what I've been going through. I have so when I sleep, I have let me tell you the layout. I have a body pillow that I like between my legs. I lay kind of on my side stomach angle. I turn a lot in the night. Is this too personal? I love driving stupid Hollingsworth nuts. This is what it's like when you hang up on me, bitch. Come on. And then I also will have another regular pillow to kind of hug. And then I'll have a pillow that my head goes on. And then sometimes I'll have another pillow that my arm that I'm laying on goes up on, my hand wrist area. I'm nuts with pillow. I'm constantly changing it up because I'm an insane person. Now don't get me wrong, I'll sleep with two pillows and go to bed. It's fine, if I have to, I'll rough it. Like I'm in Amman, Jordan. If I have to. People are saying this is kosher so far. It's okay. I'm glad you're all on my side. So I'm in, it's hard to explain, but I'm in this pool. I have a king size bed, of course. And look at me. And I'm in this kind of pool of, and Kathleen, she's a petite / fat woman. She has different thermal needs than me. I like just a sheet. And she'll have 7 blankets all laid out for different eras of the night. So I'm in this channel. I'm just kind of surrounded. And once I'm in that channel, I lay awake for hours. Oh man, is a shithole. Yeah. I'll lay awake for hours and I can't scream. No, that sounds crazy. I can't talk. I can't turn over. I hear my dog or somebody walking around. And I can't explain it, but it has to do with these two pillows, the body pillow and the other pillow. And I feel trapped in the bed by these pillows, like they have a power. And this has been happening for a week, 2 weeks now. And I got so fed up with it the other night, I threw those two pillows on the ground like they were haunted. I can't explain it to you without sounding fucking insane. I'm very, very aware of this. I'm very aware of this. Sleep paralysis, somebody said. Maybe. I don't know about that. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it definitely tied into that. It feels metaphysical. I can't explain it. It's magic, and it's creeping me the fuck out. People are saying it's Ambien. Trapped by Pillows is the worst R. Kelly song I've ever heard. This whole story is you're not comfy in bed. No. There's more to it than that. So I throw these 2 pillows on the ground. And then my dog starts sleeping on these pillows. Like, she loves the scent of me, unlike most women. And she starts kicking. The other night, she's on these pillows, which I believe possess some sort of. And you're like, why don't you just wash them? And I didn't. And you're gonna laugh, but I didn't think of that until just now. So maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll just throw them away. I mean, how much are pillows? So you're saying it's ghosts? I'm not saying it's ghosts. I'm not saying that. Sounds like Dear David is back. No, that was the other house. I've never had a false alarm go off in this house. I've never been scared in this house. Be back, pausing for the big reveal. Tell us it's ghosts without telling us it's ghosts. Look, I'm not saying that, but then, so listen. So my dog sleeps on these pillows the first night that I throw them down. She's off the bed. Wait, I don't let my dog sleep on my bed. That's, insane. People do that. Draw some boundaries in your life, people. And also, are you the head of the pack? You gotta let them know.
Come on, man.
So, my dog's sleeping on it, and this is what she does. I wake up because of the noise. This is what wakes me up. I wake up because of the noise. She's scratching and scratching. She's under my night table, and she's upside down on her back, crescent mooning, and she's scratching and scratching and scratching at the table, like digging. And I believe she thought she had been buried alive. She was trying to dig her way up out of the grave. And I had to tell her, Brad, it's okay, Brad. Now look, you might say, hey, your dog was having a dream. All dogs have dreams. and I would say, that's my favorite protest sign. Hashtag all dogs have dreams. But I'm telling you, man, she was frantic. She was frantically digging at the sky. And I find it hard to fucking believe, I find it hard to believe that coincidentally she was sleeping on the pillows. Now, look, she doesn't normally even sleep on that side of the bed. She sleeps over on Kathleen's side like the kids. She has taken their side in everything. Patrick sleeps with a gun, safety off, round in the chamber, not afraid to send a few shots through a door. Always keep the safety on. Don't be retarded, please. Have a round in the chamber, by all means. If you're gonna have a gun, have a gun. I'm not looking for a craft project where I gotta put together. I'm asleep. I'm fumbling around. I don't have my glasses on, so nothing's 100% sharp. I get it done by feel. But, I got to grab a clip and put a clip in, rack one. What am I, by the time I do that, you've fired up my pellet grill and ate some of my brisket. Eat my brisket. That's a great insult, too, for people. Both of y'all are suffering from nicotine withdrawals, said Alex Ansel. No, I'm just very high. Give us a like. Give us a shout. They're hiding dislikes. What a bunch of pussies, these guys. And it's so fucking stupidly flagrant. The reason they're saying, we're hiding dislikes for the mental health of the creators. Yet the creators are the only ones who can see how many dislikes a video gets. So what's the goddamn point? Why are you hiding dislikes? Show the dislikes. If there's nothing, that's so weird. Why would you show the likes and not show the dislikes? It reeks of scandal and stuff. But I did have nicotine withdrawals for a day. Hard, I was doing the Juul hard coming home from Oklahoma, and then I just cut the Juul off, and I got an email from Juul. They want me to come in. This is real. This is real stuff. Anyway, if anybody knows how to get rid of the demons in these pillows, and then also the new pillows now. Look, it's not fixed at 100%, but it has broken the pattern. But now the new ones, I believe, are made of some chemicals that are causing me really, really bad pressure headaches. I had to sit up in bed and pretty much rock for about 2 hours last night. I was in so much fucking pain on the right side of my head. My right eye was tearing. My right nostril was stopped up. I had to take like Prilosec and Zyrtec and Anthrax, the band. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on. That's what old timers call a lie. That's what the old timers call a lie. I don't know. You got to be more. Look, when you say stuff like that, you got to realize you're so delayed. That I don't know what you're calling a lie. You got to say the whole thing when you do zingers. If you want them to like hit hard, look, I'm not a comedy coach. I'm not here to tell you how to handle your shit. But also, how many times is it normal to grab your dick in the night? Big J, answer me this one, fella. I don't want to jestimate how big Big J's Okerson is. Hopefully science can look into this pillow conundrum soon. Thank you. It means a lot just to be heard. So thank you about that stuff. How many times is it I wake up, I find myself doing this, that I'm like squeezing I like to squeeze my dick in the night, which I think is weird. So you let me know. Maybe the gnomes that used to tangle headphones cords have moved to the pillows after Bluetooth headphones caught on. Woo. Okay. Juul wants me to. I got an email. Juul wants me to go into like the Juul labs and do some blood test for $300, and they keep emailing me about it. Like, of course I delete the first one. Of course I delete the second one. Like, I'm gonna go in and let Juul, the company that makes an addictive product to vaporize and inhale into your lungs, 100% that's giving you popcorn lung and stuff, probably, allegedly. You're going to let them go, like, poke you with needles? Like, Kool-Aid, would you do this? For $300, would you ride to a shady lab? No, it's probably like a Quest or a... What are the two? What are the big labs? LabCorp or Quest? I sleep with my balls in my hand. Sometimes it's comforting. No, I'm being serious, though. I do wake up, like, squeezing my cock. Very weird. It's masturbatory. Borderlining on 100% just completely playing with my old nutsack, you know? Yeah, the children would be terrified if they saw that kind of a thing happen, go down live. So yeah, I don't know if that's related. I don't know if the spirits get off on watching a man touch his dick. But that's where I'm at with it. I wish I knew how to better explain it to you. I don't think sleep paralysis is a good way to explain it to you. It's like when I'm in this vortex, when I'm in this pocket of pillows, there is no outside world. Everything else disappears around me. I can't see anything. There's no one to talk to. I couldn't talk if I tried to. It's like even the oxygen is gone. If anybody's ever experienced anything like this, let me know. And again, I'm having trouble verbalizing it perfectly because there's no real way to describe it in your human words. To do it justice, it would be mathematic, would be how I'd have to draw it. I'm joking around, but I'm also not joking around. It's like once you're in this womb, I want to call it, no one can hear you, no one can find you. You're not on the world. You're in the pillow pearl or whatever the fuck. It doesn't make any sense. And everything's gone, and these things suck. These things suck up everything around. So there's no reality. There's no light. There's no anything. Does this make any sense to anybody? I'd spend all that Juul money on American Spirit smokes. I heard Big J is 4.5 inches and to the left. I've had about 2 sleep paralysis episodes, and one of the times was pretty bad. Yeah, and sometimes I can move. So I don't want to make it seem like, that's why I'm saying it's not, I wouldn't describe it mostly as sleep paralysis. But I would say that's a component of it. And at some point I do feel like I can hear people, or at least someone, and again, it might be my dog, walking around and like inspecting me, and I don't hear voices or anything like that. It's nothing, that's stupid. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So that's where I'm at with that. I hope it makes sense. Oh, do you want to get into the Thai stuff? We should get into the Thai stuff. I will say this. There's also a lot of Josh Denny. I had no idea. I got a link sent to me that Josh Denny did like a 2-hour show responding to my response of his video talking about me. So it's like him talking to me, talking to about him talking about me, talking about him. And as cringe as it is to add another inception-y layer to that, maybe in the after show, we'll dive into the Josh Denny tape. It's pretty nuts. I was talking to Moody about it earlier. Maybe Moody will chime in later. I'm sure with the time difference, it's a little tough, but maybe Moody will chime in later. Let me just break it down basically to you. I mean, and I want to make it very clear. I'm not angry at Josh. Like, no one's mad over here at the Onions. This dude is very angry. He's very upset. He's very butthurt. And what really, really shocks me is it all seems to revolve around money. And this is it's such a weird parallel to Adam back in the day, when I really believe that his fiance at the time, his wife, now, didn't want him to do the show anymore. Didn't like him being in Tampa, driving far away. Didn't like my influence on him either, and I get that. But it drew a lot of parallels to me with that. And the reason I say it was about money is because one of the things he keeps mentioning, it's so insane. If you haven't seen it, again, maybe we watch this on the after show. It's so crazy. He says, constantly keeps saying that I inherited all this wealth. I have generational wealth. I have inheritance from my mom and dad and grandma, grandpa, and I had a trust fund, and college was paid for. I went to private schools. And yeah, so like that's one thing, and he mentions it a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And just to be clear, why that's crazy is I don't have any. I've never gotten $1 in inheritance, and I certainly never went to a private school. And I did go to all my undergrad college was scholarship, merit based. And I paid for my grad school degree. So I don't understand this stuff while I work, So really, really weird stuff to go on and on about money that I was handed, and he literally uses the term generational wealth. This is up there with corporate America. And then and I never heard this one before, but again, it parallels Adam a little bit. He's like, I should have been paid for NLO. Oh yeah, somebody said one of the big things he was upset. I misrepresented the apartment's amount of windows. It has 4, not 0. He was very mad about that. Imagine your home having less windows than your car. Oh God, fuck yeah. And then he wanted to be paid for NLO, which honestly, never crossed my mind. And I had he ever brought that up, we could have had a discussion about that. It would have transitioned into it being like a job. If I'm going to pay you, there are going to be expectations. It's not something I would have been against. Especially in the later years, we're doing very well, around 2013 and 14. But by then, the relationship had already been strained a little bit. But yeah, it's these things like these people like quit their job because you never gave me a raise. It's like, did you ever ask for a raise? Did anybody know you wanted a raise? Like no one knew that. How are we supposed to fucking know that? Oh wait, there's not really a fucking way to do that. So yeah, I mean, you just got to bring that up and talk to me, which might not have been the easiest thing to do, but yeah, I would have been pretty open to that. And then he accused me. He's like, oh, the reason Patrick talks about me on the after show, he puts me behind a paywall because he's afraid to talk shit to my face. I want people to know this. Since I left LA, which was late 2014, the amount of time we spent on the show talking about Josh Denny could be fit into, a couple hours. We talked about it when you got a TV show. We watched an episode of it. We moved on. We talked about it when you said the N-word and wouldn't stop saying the N-word and doubled down on saying the N-word in 2018. It was hilarious. We watched when you got in trouble for this last round of tweets or whatever. That's the stuff we've watched and talked about. No one's gone after you. No one's told anybody to downvote anything. No one's told anybody to boycott stuff. Not my concern. I felt bad. I tried to talk to you. I don't care what you say. We were talking 2 different times. And, I was telling you that I felt bad about a lot of stuff. And I've said this before, that I was sorry for how I handled things. I've said all this stuff a million fucking times, especially on the show publicly. For people, I'm never one to say that the show hasn't made mistakes. We outed Nick Starr in 2007 or whatever it was. That was shitty of me to do. But also wipe your phone when you're going to sell it to a fan of ours. Mistakes were made. Apologies were made. Lessons were learned. Um, so you're nuts. I would like to make sure I'll be reaching out to a mutual friend of ours, like Moody or somebody, not friend of ours, but acquaintance, somebody you want to immediately block, getting you a login to the overdose. No one's afraid of you hearing anything, dummy. What are you talking about? like that's such a dumb excuse. No one's terrified of you hearing what they had to say. And that's not why it's behind a paywall. It's because nobody for half of this show's existence knows who the fuck Josh Denny is. You're not crazy enough or wild enough to be a topic of conversation. In your fucking mind, you've twisted it and think that we go on and on covering you and covering you. This is the most it's ever been done, that last show. Ever. I've never sat down and spent 3 hours talking about Josh Denny. It hasn't happened since we left LA in 2014. So stop it. Knock it off. It just hasn't happened. Like we've had way more shit going on. We're busy with Ty. So maybe we'll get into the Josh Denny stuff in the after show. I would love Moody to be here for that. It'll be great. Derping with Denny. Yeah. No, I'm being serious. It's no offense to him. You have a new podcast every other week. And since March of the Pigs, we haven't covered any of your podcasts. All 6 of them. Nobody cares. You just keep cranking out new shit. Going on and on about all your followers. Meanwhile, nothing's happening. It's like you can't simultaneously go, I developed a following. I did all these things to develop my following. And then get 35 views on videos. By the way, when you've been trying for years, playing that game, you're really trying. If you have any kind of a following, you don't have to drive Uber. It's not that we think it's funny that you have to drive Uber. Do what you have to do. Plenty of comics drive Uber. It's a great way to make a living while you're doing comedy. It's that you had a cable show and think you're a god, and they're going to lecture everybody like you'll never reach the heights I'll reach. What places you'll go. And it's just tough to do while you're standing at TGI Fridays counter waiting to pick up somebody else's dinner. It's a tough sell. Josh is just mad he got banned from ordering wonton wrapped bacon at Rick's. Yeah, probably. So we'll get into that, which, by the way, if you want to get access to that stuff, join the Overdose, support the show. There's years and years of archives and history. If you want to get into the Josh Denny stuff, very funny co-host of the show for years, had a falling out. Don't really talk about him much. It's all coming to light again because he was talking about me recently. But that's why this came up. Nobody was talking about you. You think it's on my sheet to talk about Josh Denny? And then, by the way, he says, too, all the show is just ripping comics apart. But it's couldn't be further from the truth, too. We ripped Ty Rivera apart. Most of the other comics I've met in Vegas have been awesome. Very, very nice gentlemen. Who's Josh Denny? Find out on the Overdose. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose, or head over and buy some merch. New stuff for the fall. We got hoodies. Got zip up and pullover hoodies and new two-tone caps with wool. Keep your head warm. And, of course, if you're an Overdose subscriber, you'll save 15% on all the merch. Let's get into Ty stuff right now. And if you're new to the show, of course, we invite you to Play Ty Rivera Bingo. NobodyLikes90s.com/Ty Bingo. Go ahead, pull that up in a window. Pull that up on your phone. You're going to want to play along. Get out your marachas. Get out your tiny dogs. Get out your whimsies alligators. No, it's not going to be that big of an update. We're not going to watch a Ty show or anything like that. But God is the tea back on the old hob. It's flowing in. Agent O, after losing one of our own a couple weeks ago, too soon, taken from us. Two new members of Agent O have contacted me recently with some information, and oh my God, when will it end with this boy? Now, you have to know something before. Let's catch up with Ty just a little bit. Head over to his Facebook. I just want you to know. He's got this as his background. And one of his most recent posts, and I'm sorry, and I don't mean, I hope he's happy. I hope he's found happiness. I told you on the last show, he's in a relationship. I hope he's found happiness. So last week he posted, oh God, this is a weird, he makes these posts about people, but makes them into brags. It's pretty much about him partying at Joe Coy's DVD release party. Like, none of these people have ever, this was 13 years ago. Like, come on, bro. 13 years ago. You think Joe Coy's fucking around with you? Okay, let's get down to it. Here we go. A couple weeks back, I met this. Sorry, let me get it. People are used to the old. A couple of weeks back, I met this guy I was performing with in Reno. While I was performing in Reno, he came out to see me in Vegas a week later, and at one point, when we were on this very couch, he told me I was his boyfriend. Of course, I already knew that in my head, but you should never let the person you like think they can't surprise you. I remember that one. Over the last couple of weeks, he's driven me crazy in every way possible, but there's nothing else I want to be driven crazy by. Anyways, people are always asking for pics, so this is the boy by T-Dubs. I did not and am not moving to Reno.
Bad.
Okay, and then he posts a picture of his boy. Would you like to see a picture of the boy? Everybody, you see what I'm seeing?
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot. You gotta let him know.
Oh no.
One of the hottest boys
In the world.
Fuck. Okay. So he's got a boyfriend who looks like, a guy who folds shirts at Abercrombie's. What is he, 5'4"? Like, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna let it happen. So, so he's in his apartment. Now, this is definitely his apartment. I will say that. There's no doubtsies about these sproutsies. This is a loft apartment. Here's his front door. This is a level of depth we shouldn't get into. His front door. He's got a shoe rack down here next to lint roller. Notice the shadows because the colored lights that he uses to broadcast with are also what he uses to set ambiance in his household when the boy's over. Okay. So that's nice. Looks good. Let's get a close up of them boys' feet. Look nice. So this looks comfy. It looks like a nice sofa. Wood grain. And this is in his apartment. Now, this is yesterday. That he posted this. But let me tell you something. Things have changed. They raised Ty Rivera's rent. Remember a couple weeks ago he said something about moving. And we were all like, what? What? They raised Ty Rivera's rent. And he had to move out. Yesterday, and I'm going to get my sources info up so I don't get any of this wrong. Ty went to the office of his apartment complex to turn in his keys, and this is how infiltrated Agent O is. Like how fucking deep the knowledge we get inside his apartment complex's office. This is fucking nuts. While he was in the office to turn in his keys, he was yelling at the manager, who's Cuban, by the way. And again, the details I have on this. This is why you know it can't be fucking fake. Give us a like for the infiltration factor here. Come on. He was yelling at the manager, the Cuban manager, that she's racist, and that's why they jacked up his rent. And they just don't like him because he's Mexican. They jacked up his rent. He had apparently he had an example of somebody in the apartment complex whose rent didn't get raised as much as his, but it's like, hey, dummy. Did you know that the person next to you on the plane also probably didn't pay exactly what you paid for your fucking ticket? It's like, are you that fucking unaware about price elasticity? Do you not understand that people sign their fucking leases at different points in time? And the different points in time demand or fail to demand certain levels of rent, and people have, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, almost nobody in your building is probably paying exactly what you're paying, stupid. Unless they signed the rent right when you did, or your apartment complex doesn't change their prices a lot, which is insane. But you in the office yelling at a Cuban lady about how racist she is, you're Mexican. You're both pretty much the same exact thing. Tell Tony God I said so. So the cops... the police get called on Ty Rivera.
Oh, no.
To the apartment complex office. And they basically told him when the owner got there as well, because Ty calls the owner, gets the owner involved because the police are there. They make him just beat it. What did you think the outcome would be, by the way? I'm going to go into the office, tell them that they're racist, and then I'll get my apartment back for even less. Because I call them racist, that means, I'll automatically win the argument. This guy reminds me of exactly what Chappelle said in his special is y'all are gay, or you are a minority until you need to be white again. It's like, I've never met someone who uses their race and sexuality more to try to game the system and other people. You know what I mean? Like, I've never, ever, ever come across someone who really tries to play both sides as much as this guy does. Like, it's profound when you look at it. Like, if you really pull back and look at it, it's fucking nuts. How is this guy literally like having meetings with businesses about people, regarding people who talk shit about him and use slurred language about him? He's running around having other people canceled, meanwhile screaming about cancel culture out the other side of his goddamn mouth. You know, he talks about loyalty and how he treats people and how good he is to people. Meanwhile, he records people, unbeknownst to them. He uses those recordings against other people. And then he gets super, super mad when you use any kind of recording against him. You know what he says?
I hate when people record.
I hate when people record.
I hate when people record.
I hate when people record. Well, all's fair in love and podcasting, right, Ty? What's really crazy about these fucking nuts is they'll scream about how nuts I am. Meanwhile, they don't even notice themselves morphing into me. It's like, why did you get a sign and LED lighting and colored lighting and a new camera and change your angle? And then I made fun of your windscreen color. You had a new windscreen the next show. It's like, hello? I think you owe me consulting fees, motherfucker. I mean, what's going on? It's so fucking weird to not be thankful for what I've done to you this Christmas. So that's Ty. Police called on him again. And I would say again, guys, when you're burning up relationship, one of these, the other contact I had this week, very interesting. Will maybe be on the show at some point. She's very drunk tonight. That's all I'll say. So she doesn't want to talk. Intimate knowledge about Ty's lies and failings in a very recent relationship gone soured. Another comedian hurt by Ty Rivera. Where does the pile stop of relationships burned? Of this motherfucker going around trying to spin it constantly, that people are after him and hurting him. No. You're a shadow of a man. The only people you have fooled are simpletons. Like, I'm sorry. It really hurts me because comedically, not to just bring it back to Josh Denny, but I like Josh. I think Josh Denny's funny. On the show, he was great. And when he tells me, like, I genuinely like Ty Rivera, he's really, really funny. It's like, man, and again, we've heard 2 hours of his comedy this year, the new hot shit. And you can say whatever you want about me, but I also don't run around saying I've got that new hot shit. Now, I do happen to be working on some new hot shit. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But I don't walk around like my shit doesn't stink. I find it very, very cringe to do that. Do your best, and your mom will take you out for ice cream after the show. The Josh Denny era of NLO was legitimately good. You guys had good chemistry. Yeah, I 100% agree. That's why it hurts me when he's like, no, Ty's a really good comic. It's like, ugh. What world are you in? What world are you in? Like, I can't even, you know what I mean? Ugh. So Ty is, so somebody in the chat room, and I don't know where this comes from. Chonkless has 4 weeks left. What does that mean? Comedy at Chonkless is being canceled. This guy's got nothing left. Oh, so did he? People want to know, did he move out of Vegas? No. My intel has it, and this is from a different source. My intel has it. He's literally packed up in his car. No lease signed. Nowhere to be yet. He says he's not moving to Reno. I think he's staying up there with the boy right now. The boy. Homeless, shirtless. Guarantee it. Almost guarantee it. And poor Bijou, you know, living in the back of his car, relegated to the floorboard underneath some shitty lamp he had to save. You know, it's got dangly dust cobwebs hanging off it like it's a prop used at the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Just think about it. Poor Bijou. Rolling around in the back while Ty drives erratically, pilled out of his gourd. You know? Dog bowl kibble rolling around everywhere. Water sloshing all over. Poor little Bijou. Just banging up around there, bruising all her dog meat. Wouldn't even be good for tacos. He has PTSD from his fake plane crash. Oh, come on. Yeah, he's homeless. Rent has gone up. You know, several comics have lost their homes due to rent going up in Vegas, 200, 300, 400, 500 bucks. 4 or 5 of these comics I've seen posting on the group, like, anybody got anywhere I can live? You know, and then I just clutch my golden doodle and ignore the post. And I right click on the 3 little dots and I say, show me less like this. Oh, what happened to Chonkless, though? I want to know why they're getting rid of comedy. Slammy is moving to Florida. Holy shit, we're losing one of the best comedy guys around.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Oh wait, no, he runs scammy, slammy shows. I love when, like, 1 minute people are screaming about how strong their thing is, and the literal next month they're like, I'm moving, and the thing that I love and have done for generations is gone. Oh, okay. So slammy shows were the dopest, hippest shows in town, and you just went, like Seinfeld, I'm going to go out on top. Okay. Seems unreal and not real. But okay. That's where we're at, everybody. Ty Rivera, cops called on him again. And again, you know, when you've had this done to you 4 or 5 times in your life, causing scenes, ruckuses, getting hit, hitting people, you know, getting hit is half as bad as hitting somebody. It's like, what did you do, stupid? You know? Oh, God. Thoughts on Phil and Tickle Me Comedy Club? I don't know what that is. Phil C. and... hold on. Phil and Tickle Me Comedy. What is Tickle Me Comedy Club? I would love to look into this. I like the name, frankly. Who's Phil? Is that a guy I should know? Because let me tell you something. Tickle Me Comedy Club. I do want to get into all the comedy clubs, guys. Let's get back on it. Tickle Me Comedy Club, Las Vegas. Is this a real place? We're supposed to hate him. Phil? Who's Phil? Look at this thing. The only clean comedy show in Las Vegas Valley, Tickle Me Comedy Club at the Firelight Barn Theater. Clean and edgy comedy is possible, and we have the best comedians in the world delivering hilarious performances. I guess you could say it's a barn burner.
Oh no.
The best comedy club in Las Vegas. It's in a barn? What is this? Phil Pareto has Tan Tickle Me Comedy Club for 6 years, pal. Huh? I didn't know. The cathartic release of laughter and comedy has been a Las Vegas tradition from the start. Okay. And then where do I get the who we are? Phil Pareto has firsthand knowledge of that power through his life. Philip used comedy and laughter to funnel his own personal obstacles. Comedy and laughter to funnel through his own. How do you funnel through something? He saw early on how laughter is not just a result of emotion, but a truly life-saving mechanism. How we are different. The spark that is unique to Tickle Me Comedy Club. We have talent. We have the best comedians in the club. It's Vegas, baby. Amazing food, free parking. Every show features a charity. Maya Angelou said, "Care how you make people feel." Why do they do clean shows? What are people saying? Patrick, you would love this guy. Why? You would love him. He has ruined his name so bad. He doesn't even perform under his own name anymore. Isaac Israel is his stage name now. Get the fuck out of here. Whoa. Let's check out the events. The old events. Somebody says it moves around. He does residencies. He runs like 3 venues. Was just curious. He's at Club Opal, Firelight Barn, and others. Your buddy Alex Ansel has performed for him. Alex, explain yourself. Come on, buddy. Are you performing for a guy who's doing things? Showmarketingpro.wellattended.com is where it goes when I click their calendar. Cannolis and comedy. It said mouth-watering cannolis and 2 VIP tickets to the Tickle Me Comedy Club. What is happening? So they don't tell you, these tickets are $149, by the way. They don't tell you who's coming. Calendar. Come on. December 3rd and 4th, Penny Prince. Now, I met this guy once at the back of the Laugh After Dark show. Very nice guy. He currently resides in Vegas. He's house MC for the burlesque Sin City comedy show. Rick D'Elia. It's Chris D'Elia's brother. Anton Knight, Suge Knight's sister. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about this club and or Isaac Israel. If you get burned by him, it's your fault, in my opinion. Alex said, I have not performed with or for him. He asked me to be on his podcast. Somebody said he didn't pay people for a while and a blacklist showed up of people he wouldn't ever book. Everybody thumbs up this video. Yeah, man, everybody thumbs up this old video. Thanks, fellas. We're just funning around here, guys. If you're not used to that kind of stuff on the podcast, you know, sorry. We kick it like that. But yeah, I can't imagine Ty finding a cheap. I guess he's gonna find a cheaper apartment. Of course, you can. But where's it gonna be? He was already in the studio loft. So not even a 1-bedroom. So now he's just got to go to a shadier part of town. You know. Somewhere off Maryland Parkway. For sure. For sure. For sure. And we all know that, of course, he's got a fondness for the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. Now, it's convenient because that is a soup kitchen. So he's got his bases covered there for meals. And then he can also suck dick or go back to just straight up whoring to get money to get a room at the Thunderbird, which I think current rates at the Thunderbird are lower than the resort fees at most other hotels. He's also the kind of asshole who will tell you that Thunderbird Hotel and Casino is on the Strip. It's on the Strip. I never thought about this. Somebody said he's going to need is Tim a comedian, a local guy? Who's Tim C? He's going to need a roommate. Hijinks will ensue. Can you imagine this? Ty Rivera relegated to a roommate status. Now, Kool-Aid just moved. Maybe Kool-Aid needs, do you have any extra rooms to rent over at your spot, Kool-Aid? Or maybe we can make some sort of deal where he like sleeps like in an empty Claire's boutique or Spencer's Gifts at the mall. As long as he has a sleeping bag picked up. My money's on Barassa, on which open mic will take him in as a roommate. Well, let me just tell you from experience, Barassa's not that stable. Hitching your fucking star to Barassa's goddamn moon, which, you know, I don't know if it's even possible, but somebody draw it and check. I mean, I've literally seen Barassa posting, begging for a place to live in more than one occasion. It's just me and my Nintendo 64. Okay. And to be fair, if you want to house Barassa, all you need is a small broom closet, an ottoman with storage, a larger grill. You know, anything with 800 cubic centimeters of space will store your average Barassa. And while he's in there, he's going to be writing a lot of blog posts about how angry he is with the system. This guy, I know, you know, these people who like are these virtue signaling cucks are like the biggest liars. It's so nuts. I don't understand it. Like, for what, to what end? Alex Ansel said there's room, but not for Ty. Oh, snap. You hear that? There's no room for you?
In the world.
Alex moved in with Bree. You got to get Bree over here. I think people would like Bree on the show. We haven't had a woman on here in quite a while. I'm going to get Jocelyn. Oh, I talked to her a little bit. We're going to get Jocelyn back in here to have some fun, you know, some laughs, some kicks. But Bree's wild. She'll be fun. Hi, yep, I'm Tim Chismar. Is that how you say that name? I don't mean, that's not a joke. I'm high, so don't think I'm being like a dick. I'm Tim Chismore. Tim Gismore. Been around the comedy scene since 2006. Booked improv shows, '07 through 13 in SoCal. Love the show. Been around the comedy scene since 2006. Booked improv shows, '07 through 13 in SoCal. I don't know what that means. But anyway, cool. Welcome to the program. Alex is busy surfing the sex offender registry for someone to split the rent. Oh my Lord.
How dare you?
Fucking hell. It's getting brutal out there on these streets, kids, and you're going to need to watch yourselves. I can't be watching your backs all day, every day. What with my being hired to protect Ghislaine Maxim? How do you say her name? Is it Ghislaine Maxwell? Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know. If she has all the information that Epstein had, how come she hasn't been killed? People were speculating that Jack Dorsey did something. That's why he stepped down as the CEO of Twitter on the same day her trial started. But he's also the CEO of Square, I think. Which, I don't know which company's bigger. How does Twitter make money, man? What are they up to? Somebody get to the bottom of that. Ghislaine Maxwell. Either way, we're gonna need Ghislaine. Come on, man. Don't fuck with me. Really, Elaine, but with a G. Okay, so Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm sorry, I'm not cultured, and I'm not interested in becoming. He's focusing on crypto. Square is bigger by a long shot. I'm so mad when I bought Square stock at $9. Sold it at like 80 a couple years ago. And now it's like, I don't even know what it is now, 350 something. It means Ontario, Brea, Hollywood, world famous improv weekday shows. I did that a lot. Plus John Lovett's Comedy Club. Oh yeah, I worked all those clubs, man. I'm surprised we never met. I loved that John Lovett's Comedy Club. What a fucking crazy comedy club that was. It was like a weird theater. It had this wraparound balcony, and the stage was all tropical out. Square is $192.15. Oh yeah, that's not crazy then. All right. It's not like if you bought Moderna in January of 2020. God. Suck your own dicks. Waldeck and I got to do a show too. We were going to do a finance show, and we kind of just fizzled out, I need him to be making enough money from trading to be able to commit to a weekly program. We do it every morning, right at the opening bell, 6:30 a.m. once a week. It's called Ding, Ding, Ding with Dummies. We sit here, we eat chicken biscuits, we make trades until we either make or lose $500 every day. We have to figure it out live. We yell at each other, constantly tell the other one that they're stupid and they'll never amount to anything. And then you say, I'm not your dad, stuff like that. Anyway, we'll work on it. We'll get there, It's all got to be on the up and up contract-wise. Take it from Josh Denny. You don't want to get into a podcast relationship with a madman like me. I'm not fair or nice. Ghislaine didn't kill herself. Yeah, but neither did. You really think Epstein killed himself? And Ghislaine only has like $20 million. You know, that's not enough money to buy off these real powerful guys like Joel Olstein and who's the guy that everybody loves? Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest. I might be getting dementia. Is it normal at 42 to start developing problems with hearing, dementia, and other things? Epstein literally bought the jail he was in when he was in Florida. Right. Why buy a jail that you're in if you're planning on killing yourself? You know what I mean? Why would you do that? What's the point? And by the way, the cameras were out on just the feeds for him during that time. Come on, wake up, sheeple. You monsters are people. Come the fuck on. You're probably the people who sat around, on the grassy knoll going,
Ty's cool.
Ty's cool. Epstein killed himself, but they let him. What do you mean? That child sex predator heading prison would kill himself. That's insane. Who would give up that life? He was going to get off. You don't believe in the power of all his money? Come on, guys. Wake up. It was Bill Gates in the broom closet with a snake pit. I had a really weird edition of Clue growing up. You want to know where we're at, everybody? This is where we're fucking at. This is where we're at. Delta passenger on a flight from Syracuse to Atlanta was breastfeeding her hairless cat and refused to stop. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. You thought it was funny. You thought it was all funny. The pronoun games, support animals. Now we're breastfeeding goddamn cats on planes. Milking a woman, sorry, it's worse. You're milking yourself. Like, first of all, we have to make some decisions about laws and rules. Is it legal to breastfeed in public? Yes. Okay. Do you have to make an attempt to cover yourself while you breastfeed in public? Yes or no? No. Should be able to breastfeed how you want. Okay. Then is it illegal to just take a tit out when no child is present and start squirting milk into a jug? Well, no. Okay. But what if a woman has an emotional therapy child doll that she carries with her everywhere she wants? It's a therapy thing. Okay. And if she needs to feed that doll during the flight, the doll has a thing where it sucks the milk, holds it in a reservoir. She cleans it out later. No harm, no foul. But will she be able to do that on the plane? Well, sure. It's a medical device for therapy. Okay. Okay. Well, now it's a cat. Okay. So that's where we're at, That's where we're at now. It's bad enough you're bringing a cat on a plane. Why is a cat on the plane? In the passenger cabin? Can we build a tiny little, since we're all intent now on bringing our animals on every goddamn flight everywhere we go, because how could we ever do without? Yeah, the past 30 years, we've really had an epidemic of people really being unable to be without their animal for a month or less. You've got to bring him to wine country? Okay. Oh God, what is the chat doing or saying? Oh yeah, I had Onions come out to my show in San Antonio. We talked about the Adam tribe. Oh, that's cool. The cat identified as her kid. Yeah, exactly. You can milk anything with nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? It was Ty and Bijou on a Spirit flight. Probably could have happened. Basically, the rule is if I'm allowed to get a boner watching it, cover it up. If I'm not allowed to get a boner, it's all good. Well, I don't think you're allowed to get a boner anymore unless you're a woman. In Austin, it's legal to go shop. It's legal to go topless. When are you performing here? That's weird. Tell me more about this doll that can suck. All right. Yeah, so that's where I feel like the world is now. If you're playing the game where you think things matter, you're out of your mind. And by the way, I'm not worried about Omicron. Thank you very much. But it is a cool name. At least we have a cool name. The Delta variant sounded like, anybody could afford a ticket. Omicron sounds like this is going to be spicy. This one, not everybody's just going to have access to. And I love how they're like, well, we're worried about, like, the whole logic of not to get vaccine-y. The whole logic of the vaccines and the variants is insane. It's like, there's a new variant on the way. Variants are dangerous because they may be immune to vaccines. It's like, so what do we do? Well, there's a new variant on the way, so get the vaccine. Avengers Age of Omicron. Yeah, that's true. Topless is legal in a lot of places, New York, Toronto, etc. Top free, as it's called. Yeah, chicks walked around New York topless all the time. Wasn't really a big thing. And also, like, you're going to get groped, girls. I'm sorry, you just going to get groped. There's savages on these trains. You're going to get groped. Oh, God. So they had to skip, I'm not super familiar with the order of the Greek alphabet, but they had to switch they skipped the new variant, NU variant, because they thought it would be confusing with people saying the new variant. And then they skipped the she variant, XI, because of the Chinese president Xi Jinping. They didn't want to have a variant named after him because that's racist. Even though, I feel like if you start the whole thing, you can have a U variant. Macron, get boosted and buy Pfizer stock. I haven't gotten boosted. I don't know. I don't know about it. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for when are they going to update the vaccine? When is the vaccine going to be updated for Delta and Omicron? Like, I thought this was like, can't they just slip in like the new hot shit? Like, why can't they just? It seems to me like it took them a year. Like, they were testing this vaccine this time of year in trials last year. So, why don't they have a Delta variant? Because the Delta variant thing happened earlier this year. They should at least have something now with the Delta variant, right? Micron is a chip manufacturer, I think. It's going to be a DLC in a few months. What does that mean? What does that mean? Explain yourself.
How dare you?
I love Greta, big fan of idiots. Imagine, like, being as smart as she is. I mean, the poor autistic little lady. Being as smart as she is, but not smart enough to realize how dumb she is. Yeah, get 1 year of social distancing and vaccine out of me. That's as much caring as I'm going to do. It's just fun because everything's just fine. Like, it's hard to convince people. Like, I don't remember the last time I've Purelled. I only mask up here in Nevada when I go inside a store or something that gives a fuck. You know, I don't want to argue with anybody. It's fine. I'll put a mask on. I don't wipe down when I get outside. I touch people. I share joints. I pass bongs. I piss in my own hot tub. Just kidding. I would never do that. I took the Delta Burke variant. It came with a sandwich. Omicron's the last variant. It's the grand finale, and that's why they gave it a good origin story. AIDS patient in South Africa. Yeah, but isn't Omega is the end? Not Omicron. I'm confused about it. Let's get out of here. Again, guys, new merch. NobodyLikesOnions.com/store. We've got zip-up hoodies, pullover hoodies, and new hats. Buy something. If you're an Overdose member, of course, you're going to save 15%. Join the Overdose. The last Josh Denny show, people, I got enemies, evil friends joining the Overdose just to get it. You know, scouts from other shows, downloading stuff from the Overdose. I don't care. Go ahead. Send me some money. Download it to your little heart's content. I appreciate the support. We don't do ads. I don't tell you about bark boxes or blue aprons over here. Just join the Overdose. Send me a little scratch every month. You've got a job. You're taken care of. Well taken care of. And you'll get the bonus stuff. Let's stick around if you're watching live. Stick around. We'll do some Josh Denny stuff. Hopefully Moody's around to provide commentary. He adds the best stuff for Josh stuff. Analyzes stuff on a deeper level than I could ever really do. We'll take about a 10 or 15 minute break, rehydrate, get some blood flowing in your system. If you're watching live, we'll be right back on this stream. Don't worry about it. If you're not watching live, you're going to have to join the Overdose if you want to get it. That's just the way it goes. Kay, thank you.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school. On the other side of the ocean. You all come to us young people for hope. For hope. How dare you? How dare you? We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money. You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty. How dare you? How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight. In sight. You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency.